know when you can't get any sleep because you're too busy worried about the medial and lateral forces on the patellofemoral joint? Just me again? All right. All right, what are we looking at? So we have the femur, the femoral condyles, the patella, the tibia, the tibial tuberosity right underneath here, and the fibula. This red arrow represents the pull of the quadriceps, which is a little bit lateral because of the Q angle, which is a representation of the cross-sectional area of the quadriceps. So there's a little bit of this lateral pull to the kneecap because of how the quads are structured. Okay, so there's 3 medial forces and 3 lateral forces. So this one that's going up and in is the vastus medialis obliquus. That's part of that teardrop muscle right here. The most inferior part of that muscle is considered the vastus medialis obliquus. It considerably helps pull the kneecap inwards. This second arrow here is going straight in because it has to do with this lateral femoral condyle, which sticks out a little bit farther than the medial one. It's going to push the patella in. So we'll say lateral femoral condyle. And then we have this bottom arrow that's medial, and that will be the medial retinacular fibers. All right, and now these arrows in red are representing the lateral forces on the patella. So the big one here is, like I said, the Q angle is wanting to pull the patella out a little bit because of the pull of the quadriceps, and that is represented here in this middle arrow by a bowstringing force. So bowstringing force wanting to pull the patella that way. Opposite of the medial retinacular fibers, we have lateral retinacular fibers. And then the force that's pulling up and out is the IT band, because some of the IT band has fibers that go and attach to the patella. So these are the 3 forces on the lateral side. These are the 3 forces on the medial side. So the patella has a tendency to want to go lateral. Some of the things that can make that worse are if we have weak hips or like a overpronated foot. The reason why weak hips can make it worse is because if we're doing some lateral motions and our hip can't put our knee right above our foot, then we get this valgus collapse of the knee. And so when this knee comes in, then this angle of the quads becomes a lot more than what this one is. And therefore, when the quads contract, it's going to produce a lot larger bowstringing force, and that can cause a lateral dislocation of the patella. And so what we can do to prevent that is strengthen our hip abductors and strengthen our external rotators like glute max. If the problem's at the foot, if people are overpronating, it's going to also want to bring this knee in, which will cause the same problem. So we can strengthen the foot so it doesn't go into as much pronation. So another thing to look at here is if we have the IT band. So if the RIT band is super tight, or our TFL is really tight and it's yanking on the IT band, then it's going to want to help contribute to this bowstringing force and want to pull the patella laterally again. So I hope you guys get a clear picture of all these forces. If you want to get a better understanding of what's going on up above at the hip, check out this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more content. See ya.